Pixar's newest film tells the story of Mei Lee, a 13-year-old girl torn between being her mother's obedient daughter and the chaos of her youth. As if that was not enough, when she gets excited, she turns into a giant red panda. I watched Turning Red. Should you? Let's find out. How's it going, movie watchers? Thank you guys for stopping by my channel. I'm super excited to talk about Turning Red, which is the newest Pixar film. Unfortunately, it's making its way to Disney+. Disney has not been kind to Pixar last year, with Luca making its way to Disney+ when it could have been released in theaters. Same for Turning Red, but that's a whole nother conversation. This is a film that has the classic story of a young girl that wants to be in control of her life and not wanting to listen to what her parents say and trying to mend that relationship. Exactly what Brave was. When I watched Turning Red, I thought a lot about Brave, and that same formula that Brave had is also similar to Turning Red. This is a film for people who were in love with boy bands and experienced their period at a young age. Things that they do cover in Turning Red. And so I found multiple times in here hard for me to relate to some of the characters in here. And I found a little bit of it to be relatable in regards to just wanting to enjoy your youth and kind of not listening to your parents, which I'm sure a lot of people can relate to. But overall, there was a lot of moments I feel like it's targeting a certain audience, and that's not me. And I'm not going to sit here and say that, you know, since I don't feel this movie is relatable, I didn't like it. I didn't like it for other reasons. And this is a Pixar film for me that I'm easily going to forget about down the road. It wants to be emotional, and there is emotional scenes there. Like the plot is there for these emotional scenes between mother and daughter, but they just do not bring in those emotional moments. They just do not hit. They're there, but they aren't translated nicely onto the screen. For the most part of this film, just an aimless film that wants to make it relatable, but also just grow this character. For a good majority of the film, about an hour of it, it's just her being accustomed to becoming a red panda when she gets excited and how she can calm her emotions. Things that Inside Out did about your emotions and playing up on that. For a good hour of this movie, it's just that. And it's filled with sequences of her becoming a red panda in obvious places like school and in her town. And how can she hide that? How can she hide her emotions? How can she hide being excited? And they try to develop the character through all of that, through all of the chaos of her becoming that red panda, and then having her friends exploit that as well, and having her friends see that, and embracing your excitement and your emotions is the core message of that first hour of this movie. And so really, there's not much of a story that can be developed within that first hour of it just being about this young girl controlling her emotions. That's it. It doesn't really feel like it can take a story into further directions. And by the time that the film is almost over, it's starting to introduce a new story involving the mother and the daughter and their conflicted relationship, and how can this mother get over the fact that her daughter is growing up. She's not going to be that obedient daughter. And how can this young daughter accept the fact that her mother wants her to be a certain way? How can they kind of find that common ground? And that's where I think the film is trying to be emotional, but it's just not there. The scenes are in place for it, but it's just not working. And I think that it's just because also it feels very rushed within like the last 35-ish minutes of the film, and I just can't latch on to those emotional moments from these characters. I felt like I got two separate stories about this young girl trying to control her emotions, and then also another story with her and her mother and them trying to find a common ground and understand each other and move past this situation and accept everything. By the end of it, I just really couldn't care about either of the stories. The characters are likable. Mei Lee is a fun 13-year-old girl. She's excited about a lot of things, and I think some of her interests may spark some nostalgia for some people. And her close-knit friends are also fun as well. The animation is beautiful. It's kind of got like an anime. It's kind of got like a manga anime style to it with the big eyes. It's just adorable to look at. The pandas are beautiful in here, and the animation I don't really have any problems with. The humor is there too. I think Mei Lee is a quirky, fun character, but the story is just aimless, and I just couldn't find those emotional moments within the film. They were there. I felt like the scenes were there and they were written like on the script, but I just didn't feel it as I didn't think it was as powerful as films like Inside Out when it talked about your emotions. It's going to be a film that some people are going to absolutely love, and I feel like there's going to be some people that just may not like it, and that's me. I don't think it's the worst Pixar film ever made. It's not the best one either. It's kind of towards the bottom of the list, but there are going to be people that are going to absolutely enjoy this film, and awesome. I'm glad that you really did like it, but I'm just one of those people that I just couldn't find much to care about with this film. So before I give you my score for Turning Red on Disney Plus, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer reactions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. I'm gonna go ahead and give Turning Red a B-. Thank you guys for checking my review for Turning Red on Disney Plus. Have you guys seen it by chance? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.